I explain how how practicing Judaism is the ultimate practice in living consciously and mindfully, and how we do that, and how the Torah tells us that. I'm just going to give one example, and that's through the blessings before and after eating. So much of our life so much of our behavior is unconscious. We are mostly creatures of habit. So how do we program good behaviors into our lives, good practices? So there's lots of ways that people do this with mindfulness practices, meditations to calm the mind, and to become more harmoniously spiritual and physical life, more harmonious practices, try to be healthy in that way. But I'm gonna give you an example about how the Torah helps you become conscious by doing the things that you're doing. And we've said before that there's an interaction between the physical and the spiritual, just like a candle, like the wick and the flame, where the flame is like the spiritual part, the factor. Let's just explain that as that's your soul, and then this is your body. So they have to work together to create the light, or for you to get light of God, okay, and have a connection with God. So your body and your soul have to kind of act together. If you're more just doing physical things and living for your living a completely physical reality, then you're not really getting a lot of spiritual light in your life. And then maybe you don't have a good connection with God, and you have to work very hard in this life, and there's no reward for after. So when you just live a physical life, so the idea is to live intentionally. So for example, there are blessings before and after you eat. So if you're just conditioned to habit and you just eat a little bit of this, a little bit of that, or you eat unhealthy things or unhealthy combinations of things, you're not, or you're very restrictive of your healthy diet, and you have ideologies like veganism and all this stuff that you're restricting your eating according to some other philosophy that's not kashrut, which is in the Torah that tells us to eat kosher, and to also bless before and after whatever we eat. So if you're not doing any of that, then you're working hard for a wrong ideology, a wrong spirituality. So the Torah tells us to bless before and after. So first of all, what that does is just slows us down. We have to now consider what we're eating, because we have to do the proper blessing. So we have to be very conscious everything we put into our mouth, how we do it in terms of, did we eat meat? How long ago did we eat meat? Because now if we want to eat something that's milk, there's certain laws that we have to be conscious of and understand and practice. And then that helps us be conscious all the time and mindful of everything that we're doing. And there's types of blessings and certain things that help us be conscious all the time. And then after you eat, you have a certain blessing. Same thing. So it's always about being conscious, but at the same time, what that is doing is it's making us more healthy, because the side effect of that, it's like you can either have the beginning part of this connection start here by being conscious and being mindful, and then you have spiritual benefits, which then fuel the more things that you want to practice, which then have, again, spiritual benefits. But there's also the other way around. You could practice being spiritual and you get healthy physical benefits. For example, your health. So we're told that everything has a spiritual core, a root. So I won't go into it here, but the mitzvot and everything correspond to things in your body. So if you're not doing mitzvot, or if you're doing things that you're not supposed to be doing, it can hurt your body. And then the physical expression of that is an illness or disease or something like that. So you can be conscious and mindful and heal it that way, or you can be spiritual and heal at the root of the problem that's causing you physical dis-ease, or non-health, or not peace, if you're not having peace in your home, peace in your relationships and stuff. So you can either start from the physical, be more conscious, and ways that you can be more conscious in Judaism are saying blessings before and after you eat. So learn those blessings. What do we say before we eat fruit? What do we say before we eat any type of wheat product, or certain different types of flours? And you have to be awake and conscious to practice Judaism. But at the same time, if you practice Judaism, you will be more awake and more conscious.